Yeah, so today we want to see how we can make a contact form in WordPress, a, a form people can be able to fill in and send us information. We will also customize the contact page to look like one of our website, like our website pages. So we'll replicate the same colors we are using here, because for our website, ensure you are always using the same colors on all pages. If you don't do that, you will confuse people. They will think they are on a different website then when they go to another page inside your website. So this is the contact us page. So on this page, I leave it the way it is for now. Then I'll go to dashboard. On the dashboard here, you'll come to plugins. I will close this pop-up. So I have like 6 plugins. I don't want this. So here you can see I have 5 plugins, but I need to add a new one. So this new page, this new plugin, it will be called contact us. I mean contact form 7. So you search contact is enough. Search contact. Then on the contact form 7, I'll click install now. This is the right plugin that I want. You can see it is a very famous plugin, 5+ million active installations. So using this plugin, we can develop a contact form that people can be able to fill in and send details. So example of that form will be on this site. Let me show you. Okay, so we need to activate this. Okay. So there's this website. We will need to come on the contact us page. Then you can see it is here. So we want to make a form, not exactly like this, but something almost like this, so that people can be able to fill in their details and send it. So we want to do this. So I'll come here where I was. Then now, since the plugin is already activated, it will open its element here. Then I'll element. So I'll come to the contact, which is here. Then I will click contact forms. So on the contact forms, we can see what we have, and we can still reuse the form that is there or create a new one, or we can edit the existing one. So by default, when you install this plugin, it gives you a sample form by default. So you can decide to use it or work on a new one. So this is the form that you have. This is the code. This is HTML code. So here you will be able to design this form. The only challenge is it will be very hard in the start, because like for instance, if you don't know HTML, but HTML is very easy, like I will show you here. You don't have to worry. Let me show you how to do this. So In the start here, we have a label. So this is called opening tag in web development in HTML. Opening tag, then there's a closing tag. The difference is only one. There is the / after the first angle bracket to symbolize that you are closing that tag. It is called tag. Inside that tag, you can put anything you want. So everywhere it is label, 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 meaning that for the label is a HTML tag used to display, like you can say, contact fields where people can fill in their details. So that particular element that allows you to see the form as a form is called a label. So you don't need a lot of HTML code here, you need the label. We will generate this code from here. This is called shortcode. We will generate it just in a moment. So for instance, this is a sample form. You can edit the name. Maybe I don't want your name. I want it to start from your maybe name. On the email, I just want email. Then subject can be subject. Message, I don't want more. I just want message. Or maybe yeah, message is okay. Or maybe comment. Let's do comment. So this is, we have just changed the name that will appear on the website that we can see and read. So people will read the name and they will know here I have to put the name, and they will see it as a form now. They will not see this code. This is the back end. On the front end, they will see a form like this. They can put a name, they can put an email, they can put phone, they can put anything. So now here, I will save it first so that we can use it. I will not try to add anything for now. Before you see it live, you can even change the name. You can call it sample form, then save. When you save it, it will change the title here on this code. So wait for it to refresh and see. So it has changed the name here. So now to place this form inside your website, what can you do? You need this code, all of it, to appear on your website, and specifically the contact page. So what can I do? So I come here, you see copy, it is telling you copy this shortcode and paste it into your post page or text widget content. So I'll click these ones, then I'll be able to copy. So once I copy, I will go to my website right away. I can decide to come through pages. It is the same as going to the website and clicking the page I want. So this is a shortcut way. Come to pages. So the page that I intended to work on is contact. Then I want to work with Elementor, of course. So edit with Elementor. So you don't have to go to the website every time. You can even find these pages under pages. You will access them the same way by enabling edit with Elementor. So it will load. So this is the same page on our website. It opens the same way as I was telling you. So now remember, I copied a shortcode and I have to paste this shortcode in order for me to see the form live. So how do you add an element in Elementor? I want it to appear on top here. So what can I do? I'll click this plus to add a, you see this, I'm adding this plus. There is add section here. I will add a section here. Then on this plus button, I'll click it. Then I will add a one row. On this one row, I'll click the plus again. Then I will come and search shortcode because I want to paste a shortcode. So I must find an element called shortcode to be able to paste this specific code. So now I will be able to paste my code here, and you will see the form go live now. You see now the form is live. We have name, we have email, we have subject, we have comment. Then we have submit button. I can go ahead and update this. So now every time people visit my contact page, they can find a form here where they can fill in their details. If they need to communicate to me via email, they can just put their details here instead of taking the email and going to the Gmail account to start sending email. They can just put in the information here. On submit, they will be able to submit the information. Then I will be able to receive it on my email. So this is the live form. So what I can do, I will duplicate this. We need to add a phone field after email. So I have name, email, subject, comment. I want to add phone below email. So let's see how we can add a form. I will leave this live, then I will duplicate this tab. If it doesn't reload, let me know. I'm duplicating the tab so that I can use it to go to the dashboard. So I can go to dash, I can go back. Then I can come to contact form again, contacts, then contact forms. So you can even have a lot of tabs working at the same time. It is allowed. They increase your efficiency and also makes your work easier. You don't have to use one particular tab every time. So I'll open contact here. After I make the changes, we will come and refresh. So for now, you can see there's name, email, subject, comment, then submit. Then this is the original map that was there. We will change it. We can even change it right away. And I don't want even to have the map there. And if I want maybe to have it, there's a element called Google Maps. So this is how you can add it. So the same way I added the shortcode, I can just click an empty field here, then click plus, then here I'll just search maps. Then I will find Google Maps. Then I will drag it to my website. Then it will be the same map as the above, just different destination or a different location. So this is how you add a map. There's a field called Google Maps. So if I want this and I remove this, I have a form here. I have a map here. I think I can leave it to be on the bottom. I don't have to put it in between these. Let people find the details first, then they can find the map later. So address, I can put Nairobi, Kenya. Remember, my aim is to add a field called phone so that people can see the phone number. So here I can put any email. You can even put a Gmail. Put a Gmail. So this is just normal editing, the way I was doing on the homepage, if you saw the recording. So here for the map, I can just choose Nairobi, Kenya. So if you have a business already, you can copy the link of that Google Maps or Google business profile, then come and paste it here. But if you don't, you can just locate a location. Maybe you can put a KICC Nairobi. It will scan through the Google Maps, then it will fetch the location. So KICC is there. Then now you can update. Then I want to remove this green thing here. Don't know why it is there. So now my form is just simple. I have a form. My page is simple now. I have a form there. On the bottom of it, there are details. Then on the bottom, there are maps. So what I need now is I need to create. I want to add a phone field. So what can I do? this is what we do. On the other tab I opened, I need to go to contact, then the form is here. I'll just click edit. On the form here, I will now start writing HTML code, but I will just be replicating whatever is here. You don't have to write it. You can copy. You can copy this label. You copy, give it a space like the one above. You see, there is also a space here. So ensure you also have a space here. So I want it to be there, label. Then there will be a closing tag for the label. Copy the closing tag, place it there. Then now I will want to add a form, but this will be below here. You can place it anywhere. There's no offense. I just want it to be on the next line. So here I want it to be phone, for the phone number. Just like this. You see they are putting the name, then what follows is this content. So the same way I have phone there. So my content will start here. I will give it some padding, like a space on the margin here. Then if I need a phone number, there's an option here. There's text, email, URL, TEL, tel, number, date, text area. I'll just click tel. So for the tel, I'll put it as required. People must fill it. I want it to be just tel, no more characters. So required and tel, that is sufficient for me. Then default value, you can put for them default value, like you can put even a phone number so that people can know it is a phone number. If you want, you can also write a number so that people can know it is a number. Then you just click insert tag. So you just click outside here to see how it will appear. Then after that, you just click insert tag. So now it is inserted automatically. I did not even write this code. I only written the label or copied and pasted the label. Then that was enough. So this space between these is very important because it will give your page the space it requires to display these contents clearly. So now after the phone is here, we need to save, and we will need to verify if it is indeed working. So after I save, so the TEL is okay, label. Okay, we have a problem here. You see there are two of them. There is TEL and also TEL. So we don't need to have these two. That's why you can see configuration error detected. So I need to remove one because it is the same. I don't know how I inserted two of them, but you only need one. You see, it is only text up to text. TEL up to where there is the number, then you can save. You will let us see if this error message will go away. It has gone away. So now, since I have updated my form with a phone field, let us go to the contact page on far end, then refresh. So your focus should be after the email. Let us see if we will have the phone number. So I refresh. So the phone number is there indeed, and it has these characters. So these are placeholder. But now I did not want it to be like this. I don't want people to be able to click it and remove. I want them to be able to just see it on the background. So this is not good because people can submit without updating this number. So I would rather not have it. So to edit it will be very hard for you to put the code here. So if you don't want to suffer from the code, you just remove the whole code again. You can redo it again. So I remove the code up to there. You see, it is like I'm starting from scratch. Now after this, I'll just come and click TEL again. Assume I'm starting again. So TEL, then put TEL. Then after I put the number that I had put here, I'll click this box here. Use this text as the placeholder of the field. So click this box. Then I will click now insert. Then I will come and save. So it will be very different. You will see the difference is the placeholder, meaning that you don't want it to appear like for people to click it as if it is editable. You want them to just see it. So let me refresh this and see. Watch out if I can be able to click it like I did in the last scenario. You see, I can see it, but I cannot edit it. It is on the background. And that is how you can do it. This is how you can see it on the back end. Like I cannot click it, but I will know the phone number should start with 07, like that format. So you can put placeholder on every form here. But if you don't want to go through all this code, like to put it manually, you will have to remove it all together. Like for the name, I will remove. For the email, I will put now the code manually. So here for the name, I'll put text. I just want a normal text where people can type the name. Then it will be required. Required meaning that you cannot go to the submit button, or you can click the submit button, but it will not submit without you providing the name. So anything that is clicked required, it must be filled. Otherwise, it will not submit anything. Okay, so
Okay,
default
sir.
value, we can put something like.
Can I ask a question, sir?
You can go ahead and ask.
Okay, still under phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Like you find in most occasions when you log into a page, you find that you first there is a code for a country.
Yes.
That it gives an option to choose a code from various countries. Is when you write the phone number can still be applicable here.
Yes, it can be applicable. We will say we will see that later. For now, let's see the simple part.
Okay.
So for the name, we have text there. Then default value, I can put John Doe, so that people can provide their two names instead of one. So here on this box again, use this text as the placeholder. If you forget this, you will make this editable and it will confuse people. And if they submit the form, they will submit with that name because the form will not know if that field is empty or not. So ensure you tick this box. So after that, you are good to go. You click insert tag. So I've inserted that automatically using these templates here. For the email, I will have to write it manually using my hands. So I'll just write placeholder, some space, then brackets. Then I can say John Doe at gmail.com. So people will see that. Then here I can also write autocomplete for the email, meaning that there's no option to tick this, but this is just HTML, so that if they start typing their names, the name will pop up. Like if they have ever entered the name on a form online and their cookies or maybe their data is saved, they can be able to reuse that name without having to type the whole of it. So I'm just replacing autocomplete. It was there originally, and it is also here. So autocomplete, there's no way to put it. You just write it as a code. So I added these fields. The first one, I used the automatic templates here. Second, for the email, I wrote a code on my through, like I typed it manually. So let's now, because it has saved, let's go to the form on our other tab and refresh. Let us see if we can get a name and email placeholder. So we can see we have a name placeholder here. I can see the name on the back, but I can't delete it or edit it, but I can see it. For the email, I can see it, the email is here. For the phone is here. So for the subject, we can also put subject on these. So also for the message, you can also put a placeholder for the message. So since now you have seen how easy it is to work with HTML code, I'll just take placeholder and copy it into the other fields, then replace with the details of each field. So for the phone is already okay. So I need to come to subject. So inside this anchor bracket, I will provide a space. Then I will paste. Caroline Bosire, are you trying to draw something? Please stop what you are doing. So on the subject, I'll just put something like, hey, I need, maybe you can say, I need a book. So that will be translated as the subject. For the message part, you can come inside the anchor bracket, then paste the code I also copied. Then here will be a message like, hello, can I be able to have a book? Then we can put like a continuation. Then I will click save. So the form has been saved. So I'll open a new tab like this. Then I will refresh. So now on the subject, you see there's, hey, I need a book. It is a placeholder. I cannot be able to edit. On the comment too, I can see it, but when I start typing, it goes away. So I think our simple form is better now, and it can fetch details. So you can test. The bad thing with using a localhost is you will not be able to submit data and see it, because you need to be online. Like, you need to be online for you to submit your data successfully. But if you do that offline, it will not be possible. So in this case, if I was to do it on a online server, or let's assume I was working on my domain that is already online, I can be able to send information right away and it will be received. So that is it on the form. So let's see how we can change these other. If there's a question, you can go ahead.
It's just a question. How is it possible that we are able to see what you're sharing and also Caroline?
I don't know what Caroline is doing. She's doing something. Maybe she can tell us.
Because I thought no one else can share a screen when another is sharing.
Yeah, no one can be able to share. She's not sharing. She's doing something which I don't remember the name of it.
She's annotating.
She's annotating, eh? Yeah, she came to annotating to write it something. Is there a way to undo it?
Yes, you can click on the there's a view options on the top of your screen. Then click on annotate, then clear all drawings.
Annotate. Okay, then clear. Eh?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Thank you. So Caroline, don't do that again. She's having fun with Zamp. Caroline, it seems you are enjoying the class a lot. So we have tried to achieve a simple form where people can submit their normal information and we can receive this in our email. So let me show you the right format for you to make this form data receivable in your email. So assume like because the only bad thing about it is you can't test it, but it will work. So don't focus about testing it a lot. Just focus about building it, because you will lose the initial objective of learning it by trying to test it if it will work. Focus on building it, it will work if you do everything as I do here. So now we want to make this form submittable. It is submittable already, but it is very hard for you to receive this information even if the person types it, because of what? Watch what happens here. Hillary, are you in class? You are in a very noisy place, but I believe you are getting the benefits of the class. So here is the form. It is very submittable. You can submit the information on it very well. Like there's no problem with that. But now you must make it to give you the right details that you want. So you come to email. I mean mail. Click mail. So you can decide which email you want to receive it from. So two is the email you want to receive it. So if you have like a sample email here, you can put it by type the email. Yes, type the email like that. Then now here on the subject, you can see site title and the subject. So these are just the details you will receive on your mail. So we want to make sure all these details that the person can fill in, you can receive all of them. We don't want to leave anything. So by now, what you can receive is you can see this is the message body. What you will be able to see, you will see it is from your which name, the email, you will see the subject and you will see the message, but you will not see the phone number. So you will miss the phone number because you can't see it. You can't see the phone number. And actually you can't see your name because your name, we changed the code and it seems there's no, so these are all the codes that you can receive. So you must use all of these inside your message body. So I'll come here and copy all of them. I will copy, then I will come to message body. I will remove this message here. Then I can even underline it like this. Then I will click enter to have an extra space to start on a new line. Then now I can provide each field on a new line like this, so that every detail that is filled, I can be able to receive it. So I'll receive text. This text is for your name. Then here, this is the email. This is phone. Subject. This is subject. This is message. So now when people submit information, when I open my email, I will see all the details here because there's provision for text, provision for email, provision for phone, provision for subject, provision for message. So there's no detail that I will miss. So even if I add a new element, I must come to the mail section and add it manually. It will not add it itself automatically. So this name we replaced, it should be text. Text is here, so don't confuse this if I'm using non-existent things. The text is here, the email is here, so the text represents the name. The email is for the email. We did not edit this text. It should read your name, but because I'm the one who designed it, I know this text is for the name. So whenever there's a name, I can just place it there. Then I can be able to use it. So the text is okay, your email is okay because they are here, your email, your subject is also there. So after you update this, you see the bold one, meaning that you have not used them already. But when you save it, because we have used them now, they will go away. They will be blurred like this. They will not be so bold. So let me save and see if this is true. So now you see there is no bold one. If you see one field is, this is just a shortcode. If you see this shortcode bold, no, just know that you are not using it in your message body, or you will not be able to receive the information provided on that element. So we can call this element or anything, any name, provided you understand it. So if you don't use any of these inside your message body, we can call this message part, then you will not be able to receive that particular information. For instance, the way it was, we will not be receiving the name and the telephone because it was not put here. So you must, after you add anything on the form, you must come to mail and add it yourself. After you add it, then you will be able to receive the message very clearly, like just in this case. So it will read the name of the person filling. So for instance, if I put Patrick Monove and I go to the email and open it, the name will be here, Patrick Monove, the email I used, the phone number I used, all the correct details that you fill in. So that's it for today. We have successfully managed to add a contact form. This is a simple form that can provide any details from any place. Like you can collect all the important details about your website visitors, and I think those are just the main ones. So that is it for now. So can we now have questions on the same?
Okay, for those of us that are still stuck at some point, like an error that was shared a bit earlier, I don't know how soon we'll be able to catch up with the rest that are a class or two ahead of us, but we can't continue because of the errors we are encountering.
Okay. That was it a statement?
Just a form of a question and an observation. Or will we be able to find a solution so that we can do whatever else those that are ahead of us are doing?
Yeah, there must be a solution. Anything that is on the anything tech as always, it must have a challenge and also a solution. So we must find a solution to that problem. And I'll ask you again, maybe you can share, you will share the screenshot of that error so that I can find the correct, you can share on the WhatsApp group so that I can find the correct errors. And also on your side, don't rest. This is a common problem. Try to look what the problem is, because you might, as I said, you might get the solution earlier than me. The solutions are always online. Stack Overflow is one of the platform where you can get solutions to this. Stackoverflow.com. Stack Overflow.
All right.
So if you ever have any challenge on tech or anything tech, Stack Overflow is one of the sites. Also, there's also another one. There's a tech community in WordPress.org. People have encountered these problems. So when you share the problem there, you can even find a similar problem that was encountered and the solution that was given. So we will always have a solution, even if it takes us a lot of time.
Question, Mwalimu.
Yes. Just a minute
Yes,
before you ask. Give me a minute.